You for corruption, Joel for sleeping and sending text messages. You for promoting Angela Davis and breaking.
Sylvia!
And Jennifer Adams for breaking her
Disorderly conduct!
Thank you, Ms. Culverton.
It's going to be difficult to follow.
Kolby looks sick, dude.
Good evening, Mayor Mitchell. My name is Timothy Sparling. I'm a lawyer, entrepreneur, social activist, resident of Tempe. I've been fortunate enough to never have been sexually assaulted in my lifetime. However, some years ago, someone very close to my heart was raped. Her struggle with the psychological and emotional fallout of her rape, and simple things like going to work and making dinner, still became almost impossible for her. I watched as she laid on the couch for hours because she lacked the emotional will to continue pushing through life. I saw the pain well up inside of her every day, and I held her hand as she relived her trauma over and over again. The toll is unimaginable to anyone who's never lived it. I personally know one of Kolby Granville's victims. And while she's a victim in the sense that he manipulated her through his own sick sexual pleasure, she is in reality a survivor. This survivor is one of the most gentle, courageous, and kind persons I've ever met. But the damage Kolby Granville's perverse actions have caused her is still visible beneath all that compassion. At this point in my life, I know a survivor when I see one. When I look into her eyes, I see the same struggle that I saw all those years ago. I see her fight for every ounce of normalcy she can. And I'm reminded of how men like Kolby Granville can completely destroy someone's life in a matter of minutes. Mr. Granville, you do not know me, but I'm nonetheless a testament to just how far your actions impact people. I'm deeply hurt personally and offended that you are a member of my profession and enjoy a position of leadership in this city that I call my home. As a lawyer, I have the utmost respect for the process of law. I know it is profoundly important for all of us to safeguard the rights of everyone in civil society, even if we don't think they deserve it. But it is also important that this body be reminded that Kolby Granville does not have a right to his office, and that he serves at the whim of the citizens of Tempe. This council must be reminded that through this hearing, Kolby Granville is receiving all the process that he is due. Your refusal to remove Kolby Granville would send a clear message to the public. The message states that you don't care about the women forced to live through what Kolby Granville has done to them. A statement that survivors of sexual assault everywhere are not worthy of justice. A statement that people in my life are not worthy of justice. That I am not worthy of justice. The future is uncertain, but I can promise you that this body's failure to remove Kolby Granville will not soon be forgotten. Because we will not let you forget what you will have done here. The seeds you would have cast away will take hold, and dissent will be sown by your inaction. One way or another, the public will hold you accountable for what you do this day. Thank you.
Next is Sonia Malik. Sonia Malik, and then following Sonia is Jody Liggett.
Hello, my name is Sonia Malik, and I'm a Tempe native as well as a Tempe Preparatory Academy alumni. I attended Tempe Prep from 2008 to 2013. I knew about an incident regarding before too long. In the spring of 2014, a peer of mine confided in me about an incident with Mr. Granville. We were not close friends, but since we both graduated from TPA, she requested me to confide in me. At the time, I thought two things. One, that was weird. Two, why would a former 39-year-old teacher from our old high school insert himself into the hectic, unstable, and dramatic lives of a 17 to 19-year-old just entering college? It wasn't until I read an Arizona Central article in January of 2018 highlighting Mr. Granville's firing from TPA that I was reminded of the conversation with my peer in 2014. Reading the article helped me connect the dots. It made me realize that my instincts were correct and that weird was not the correct adjective to describe Mr. Granville's predatory behavior. I admire all the women who have come forward in the last year. I also ask of you all sitting before me to take into consideration the experiences of the young women who have stepped forward. As a Tempe resident, I believe Mr. Granville's actions do not make him qualified to represent this community. Thank you for your time.
Jody is field raised.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Jody Liggett. I'm the Vice President for External Affairs for Planned Parenthood Arizona, and I'm the Executive Director of Planned Parenthood Advocates of Arizona. Planned Parenthood is here to stand with students and survivors and to support them. I can't tell you what to do tonight, but I can tell you that if someone with Mr. Granville's history, knowing just the facts that are public, had applied to Planned Parenthood for a job, they would not be accepted. A candidate applying for endorsement would not be eligible. If you were a volunteer, you would be dismissed. I also want to talk to you as a Tempe resident since 19 and a hardworking taxpayer and a server. Some of you know me. I'm 52 years old. I have spoken in public. I can't even tell you how many times. I spoke at the Women's March before 40,000 people. None of that scared me. I threw up before I came here. It is very difficult for survivors to come forward. And I just want to applaud all of us that have done it here today. I pushed myself to do this because most of you know me. And you can see how uncomfortable and afraid I am. It is that hard for me to come forward. Think of all the voices that you are not hearing today or at all. There are people who will never, ever come forward. You need to be responsive to them. I am the mother of a 26-year-old who grew up in Tempe. At Planned Parenthood, we have youth programs. We trust our public officials to keep us safe. That means police. That also means protecting the integrity of our public institutions and keeping your constituents safe. Thank you for your time.
Calling Gail is Emily Flores.
Hi, my name is Gail Graves. I was kind of keeping track of how many people were talking in favor and opposed. And then I thought, I'm not here because of COVID. I'm here because of you city council people. Your job, I keep hearing that you stand for truth. From what I understand, the law gives you the right to move someone who has been charged with unlawful conduct. We are not a jury, it's not a trial, we're not a jury here tonight. Your job, and I understood it was not retroactive to current council people, is to vote for people off with unlawful conduct. That's not your job, that's our job. There's enough energy in this room where we can get a petition going, and honestly, Kolby, I would sign it. But it's not your job. It would be abuse of your power for you to remove somebody who is not lawfully charged with something. I think it's our job, not yours. And when nationwide people are abusing their power and changing the laws to suit them, you don't have the right to remove them. Let us do it. Thank you.
Emily, calling Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily Torres, and I have a poem to convey my feelings about my sexual assault. It wasn't until I was 17 when I realized what had happened. I blocked the memory in my head. I told myself it never happened. It wasn't until I was 17 when I realized I lost my innocence at a young age. The years that were meant for me for being silly and naive, I didn't have that. I grew up too fast. I learned the coolness of the world too quick. I did not have a normal childhood. Now that I am 19, I wish that you could hold me without me wanting to cry because a man touched me. He didn't mean any harm, and I know that, but neither did he, and he still hurt me. He kissed me and touched my breast. None of that was developed for someone to get turned on for, but he did. He stripped away my innocence, the little girl who only wished to be little. I am a survivor, believe me. Even though I can't tell you the age when it occurred, it happened. So here's one thing, believe the people with evidence and the stories, because it has happened to more than one person. Do not demean them. They have themselves for that. I've hated myself for years, and I don't need someone else to do it for me. I need you to believe me, because it happened to me too. So listen and understand that the people who tell you the truth are the people who walk this old line. Whether they are older and no longer the same, regardless of the character and regardless of who they are now, they did what they did and it should never be forgiven. We shouldn't have someone like this in our council. I shouldn't have to stand here and say that I was sexually assaulted at whatever age I was because I locked it in my memory. And it's really hard to see all these people behind me having to share this, but you shouldn't even have to decide to kick you off. You shouldn't even be there in the first place. We shouldn't have to debate, and the power that you hold, you should not hold. But I guess I'm not ready to have a conversation yet. Because here you stand in front of me, looking with a big blank face. So guys, what do you do your job? And to not have someone who's a rapist on your council, because they did what they did, as I stated. Their character doesn't change regardless if they were the recommendation, regardless if in person, in blank face, they're nice to you, but in the dark, they aren't.
Following Ethan is John Webster.
Good evening, Mayor Mitchell, good evening, council members, directors, my name is Ethan Flood. Some of you may know me as the chair of the D26 Democratic Party, but I want to make it clear that tonight I am speaking, first of all, as a 10 resident. While I grew up, I went to Corona del Sol. I first moved to Henry Crocker in 2014. And I met somebody who's given me permission to share the story tonight. They had met Mr. Granville, and through a series of events, he ended up sexually assaulting her. She did not go forward to the police, and when the news stories started coming out, she chose not to make the story. And it's because, like many people have talked about tonight, she did not want to be re-victimized by drugging out these memories. And so if she is out there, I can only imagine who else is out there. Second reason I'd like to speak tonight is because a few short months after I had learned that conversation back in 2015, I was sexually assaulted at Arizona State University. I chose not to report it, and I remember she was a close friend, and we were in the same social circles, and I saw her a lot. Every single time I saw her, I was ridden with anxiety, with fear, with helplessness. Now, I'm blessed to say that I was able to talk with her. She took accountability for her actions, and I was able to forgive her. But I cannot imagine if somebody who had sexually assaulted me was my representative in this change. I cannot imagine the amount of grief and re-victimization I'd have to be going through every time I saw his messages on Facebook, every time I saw his name in the news. I'm asking you tonight, in the face of his refusal to take accountability for his actions, force him to take accountability for his actions and remove him from office. Thank you for your leadership so far in allowing this process